It's such a beautiful day. I'm feeling positive and focused on I hope everyone has a great day. It's such a great day again in the history of Tamil College. I feel privileged to extend a warm welcome to all present here. For this, cordially invite you for one day ICSS or sponsored National Level Seminar on post-COVID effect on MSME sector, organized by the Department of Accounting and Finance. Now, I request the audience to stand up for Tamil Thai.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிது தெக்கணமும் மதிசிறந்த திராவிடன திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திருமுதடும் தரிசனமும் திறனுமே அத்திரக வாசனை போல் அளித்துலகும் இந்த உலக எத்திசையும் புகழ் வளர்ந்த இந்த பெரும் தமிழனகே தமிழனகே உன் சீரிழமை சிரம் இழந்து செயமறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
A wonderful smile is the universal welcome. Now I would like to call upon our principal in charge, Dr. K.C. Elkamita ma'am, to give welcome address and introduction of our chief guest.
Good morning, everybody. A hearty welcome to you all to the one-day national seminar, the inaugural session of one-day national seminar, sponsored by ICSSR on the topic post-COVID effect on I should say micro, small, medium enterprises. So welcome, a hearty welcome to you all. Yes, and this national seminar is being organized by the Department of Accounting and Finance. Now, before I go on to that, I have to introduce you to our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan, Principal of MOP Vaishnav College. To tell you about this national seminar, sponsored by ICSSR, Indian Council of Social Science Research. This is first of its kind, I should say, this trend. This is the fourth such seminar which we are conducting, and that shows the magnanimity of our management to conduct such programs, to provide this platform so that it will be very beneficial to the academicians and the researchers to share their views and opinions regarding research questions, and that will generate the research output and which will be beneficial for the research work. So now let me introduce our eminent chief guest. Distinguished chief guest, Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan, Principal of MOP Vaishnav College. Respected Secretary Correspondent, Thiru A. Narayanamurthy, heads of various departments, faculty, and students of TMC and other colleges. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the inaugural session of the one-day national level seminar sponsored by ICSSR on the topic post-COVID effect on MSME sector, organized by the Department of Accounting and Finance. This sponsored national level seminar is fourth of its kind, as I told you, and such initiative speaks of the magnanimity of our management. To begin with, on behalf of the entire fraternity of TNC, I deem it a great privilege to welcome our eminent chief guest, Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan ma'am, Principal of MOP Vaishnav College, on this momentous occasion. I take pride in introducing our chief guest, who is one of the most esteemed, collaborative, and proactive personalities, having a long span of over 30 years in education, and she is as an able educational administrator, apart from her role as a member syndicate, University of Madras, member general council of NAC, and on several expert committees of UGC. Barring these, she has a credit for being a member of the Conveners Committee, University of Madras, to exercise the powers and perform the duties of Vice Chancellor for a period of 3 months in 2020. Besides these, Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan, Principal of MOP Vaishnav College, is a governor's nominee on the planning board of Tiruvallur University, Vellore. Adding to her credentials, Madam has published over 100 scholarly articles and 4 books. Our distinguished chief guest has achieved major recognitions in our field of work. Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan, ma'am, has been invited by the US Department of State to visit the country under the prestigious International Visitor Leadership Program. She has visited universities of Stanford, Harvard, Yale in the USA, and the universities in Sydney, UK, and Vancouver. She has adorned several leadership positions and has groomed leaders through the conduct of management programs in various MNCs. Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan is also the recipient of N number of awards, like the Best Teacher Award, Vocational Excellence Award, Eminent Woman Achiever Award, Wonder Woman Award, Leadership Excellence Award, and for the sake of honor award. The list seems endless. She is a built-in mentor and her significant contributions to research will pave way for the upcoming generations in their research work. Having said this, we can affirm that she is the most befitting person to address you on this topic, and which will be an eye-opening session for all of you, for many of us, and which will help in research performance. So, ma'am, your very presence is very inspiring. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to our Honorable Secretary Correspondent, Narayana Murthy, who always focuses on directing towards the achievement of our mission. And further, it's my pleasure to bid a cordial welcome to our Honorable learned faculty of TMC and other colleges, adding zest to this event with their esteemed presence. Lastly, I extend a genial welcome to all the beloved students of TMC and outside who are the core strength of the institution. So you can be assured that it's going to be an enriching and engaging session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon Head of the Department of Accounting and Finance, Mrs. R. Sharmila, ma'am, to deliver about the seminar.
A famous quote goes like this: learning never exhausts the mind. A very good morning to all the dignitaries on the rights and off the rights. A warm welcome to this one-day seminar entitled Post-COVID Effect on the MSME Sector, sponsored by the Indian Council of Social Science Research, Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. The purpose of the seminar is to create an experience of working together. The seminar will give a thorough exposure to the field of working sectors. The seminar gives hands-on experience in handling and analyzing MSMEs in today's business life. By the end of the seminar, the participants are expected to develop conceptual clarity as well as practical knowledge to know about the value revenues of MSME in business. The objectives of the ordained digital seminar are to encourage participants to make analytical studies of the said topic and present it in a scientific way within a limited span of time. To create awareness of how to take natural governance from MSME in improving the participants' role of professionalism. To know about to implement values for bridging gaps and organizing the participants. Learning about using methods of awareness for MSME. The sub-themes of the seminar are post-COVID opportunities in MSME, overview of recent trends in MSME, financial opportunities in MSME, MSME a book for young entrepreneurs. We thank our chief guest, Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan, and our entire resource person and the participants for their response and participation. We hope this one-day national seminar will be a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon our Honorable Secretary, to A. Narayana Murthy, sir, to deliver the presidential address.
Good morning to everyone. Dignitaries in the dais and my dear students. It's a well pursued subject, post-COVID effect on the MSME sector. And MSME sector is the backbone of our industrial growth and business growth in India. So I hope Sharmila has given a brief about the industry and its importance and the opportunities for young mind and development. And these MSMEs are after the COVID is in a dire state. So you have to come up with solutions. Young minds has to come up with new solutions so that the sector once again stand fully and move forward. I request all of you to take note of all the important points and widen your knowledge so that after your course you will be placed better. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. And now is the time to honor our chief guest and the dignitaries present on the stage. Now I would like to call upon our Honorable Secretary, Thiru A. Narayana Murthy, sir, and our Principal in charge, Dr. K.C. Lalitamika ma'am, to honor our chief guest with the shawl and to present our chief guest and award to us a token of love. Thank you, ma'am. Now the time has arrived for our most anticipated meeting. Yes, now I hand our session to our chief guest, Dr. Nalita Balakrishnan ma'am, to address on post-COVID opportunities in MSME.
Happy day, respected Secretary and Correspondent of this college, Mr. Narayana Murthy, Principal in charge, Dr. Lalita Mika, the head of the department, Ms. Sharmila, other teachers, and my dear students. It's always nice to connect with students, and especially after 2 years of being away. Much as we didn't have the classes and all that, it is not like coming to college and meeting in person. When the lockdown was released and students were allowed out to campus, only then we felt as though life was flowing back into all of us. I'm sure you must have felt the same way coming back to meet your teachers and fellow students. have these conferences, and that is why when your college approached me, I immediately agreed to be here. I am grateful for the opportunity to be able to address a different set of students because each audience offers you unique opportunities, and that's how I look at it. The topic for today's seminar is the challenges and opportunities that MSMEs or micro, small and medium enterprises offer, how they have suffered over the 2-year COVID period, like many of us did in different ways, and what is the way forward. So before we actually see about what are these just like the different challenges faced in the different fields, we also face challenges in the industrial sector, in the economy, where the MSMEs fall under. But before we actually go into the topic, as a leader, as an educational administrator, I just want to tell you something about what COVID has done to higher education scenario as a whole. Now, leaders in this post-COVID era have had to refine their strategies of leadership. And I feel a leader in any field has to keep learning with the going on around him or her. And that is how we also learned lessons during the COVID era. And one of those important lessons which I want to place before all of you here today is that we learned the art of empathetic leadership. In the time of COVID, it was very difficult to get things done because nothing stopped during the COVID period. Your examinations did not stop. Only you took a different mode. You took online examinations. Your classes did not stop. You learned the art of learning online, or probably even putting your camera and audio on mute and doing whatever you like when the classes were going on. That was an art you learned as well. But nothing really stopped. At the same time, the leaders found it difficult to carry out their tasks because we wouldn't know who's on campus, who is actually attending to the classes when it comes to students, and who are actually delivering the lectures because even the teachers could turn on the PPT and that could be one of the ways in which the classes operated. However, we learned to also empathize with the students and teachers because, especially during the second wave, in every family, somebody was really sick, somebody was in the hospital, and somebody was losing their lives. And it was a lot of emotional strain on the students, it was a lot of emotional strain on the teachers. And as leaders, we had to not just sympathize with them, but have empathetic leadership being followed. We learned those lessons how to treat individuals, how to treat each other better. And so when the students and teachers started coming back onto campus, we were able to really appreciate their contribution a lot more because they had undergone a lot of hardship before they actually presented themselves once again on the campus. There were so many colleges which could not collect fees from students because there was no source of income. And especially when it came to self-financing colleges, what happened? When there were no fees from students, then the salary being paid to the teachers also took a beating. There were many colleges which could not pay complete salary to the teachers. So through all of this, what really bonded the students and the teachers was the willingness to learn, the willingness to come back, and the willingness to make things happen again. So why am I telling you all this? What has this got to do with the MSME? This has to be remembered because God has given us all a chance to be back with each other, and that feeling of gratitude is very important. Whatever you may be doing, in whichever field you may be, what you do tomorrow, how you take your lives forward is all very important. But you also need to look back and be grateful for what you have. You have the fortune to be back on campus. You have the fortune to lead your lives the way way you want it to be, you have the good fortune to continue your education, and therefore you are in a position to see what MSME's challenges are, what opportunities it can give you. So these are things which you need to hold on to yourselves. It could be an MSME sector which you are entering tomorrow, it could be any employment that you are taking up tomorrow. It could be higher studies, it could be whatever you want to do in life. But you need to remember that you are the blessed ones to have that second chance when many of your contemporaries probably were not so lucky. Even those who escaped, even but they had an attack of this dreaded disease of COVID, they had something or the other which impacted them. Either it was the loss of a life or it was the loss of something equally important. I know people who are not able to see after taking the vaccine itself. I know people who have suffered in many different ways, economically, health-wise, and so many other things. But you have to put those things behind you because you are fortunate to be here today. So whenever you get up every morning and so, please say a thankful prayer that you are fortunate to be here and continue your lives the way you have. Okay? So with that lesson of gratitude, which I always feel is a very important quality that you need to have and progress, we will see what the challenges and revival strategies are as for the COVID is concerned. So first you need to know the definition of a micro enterprise, a small enterprise and a medium enterprise. So the definition actually goes by how much is actually invested. What is the amount of money that they have to pay? What is the capital that is got in? And what is the turnover it takes? Because all of you, I assume, are students of commerce, so you know that any investment actually leads to work being carried out, and when work is carried out, it results in a lot of turnover. At least it is expected to plow back the amount of money that you put in, so that when you have the turnover, you can take away the profits and gains. And then the government makes concessions because they are micro enterprises or small and medium enterprises, and they do not have the ability to survive if the government does not support them. So the three important things you need to know in a definition here is what is the amount of capital you are investing, how much of it is in the form of physical assets of plant and machinery and all of that, and how much is used to convert the products into saleable goods, and therefore what is the profit that emerges out of it. And what is the support? Anytime we talk of profits, we immediately talk about the different types of taxes, but government gives a tax holiday to many of these enterprises in order to help them grow. So that defines a micro, a small and a medium enterprise. And why do we say there are different types of enterprises? Because now is the cry for Startup India or Atmanirbhar Bharat, where we want to have more of you coming into the business, starting off in a small way or a medium way. And when you are starting it off in this fashion, you need to know how much you actually need to spend. And even for this, you have venture capitalists who give you the initial funding, because nobody will really have, even if you say it's only a matter of 1 crore. Where do we go for 1 crore of rupees right away? You need to know what are the venues that will be giving you that. All you need to have is an idea in the beginning, an idea that is viable, for which you can work out a business plan, a project proposal, approach the right financial agency which will give you the funding, and then you can start off a micro or a medium or a small enterprise. And how do they contribute to the economy? Where do we need to have? Why not we leave all this work to the Tatas and Birlas and then just go there, take up a job, sit there, do the work that is assigned to you, draw salary at the beginning of every month, and just sit back and relax? No, we don't want to do that because we need people to have new ideas. Isn't it? If all of us just thought of how many new ideas came during the pandemic, by the way, then we know so much about Dunzo or Swiggy before the COVID era happened. We probably knew that you dial a pizza and that would be delivered to you. At least that's all I knew at that time. But then, when we were all sitting at home, there were these warriors who were going around and making sure that you ordered this from this shop to be bought, combined with something else from another shop, and then delivered to you at that point. So the person this idea of Danzo. The person who said that you can order Mysore Pak from Sri Krishna Sweets along with mixture from Grand Sweets or a Idli Dosa from Sangeeta. He said that all this could be done and this 50% to deliver it to you. You will be sitting at home and everything will be there. Just spend the money and you have what you want. So all these ideas, remember how Amazon really started off. Everybody talks of Amazon. You sit at home and when you're bored, you do the shopping even on your mobile phone. Whether you want a book or a stationery item or a dress or something to use in the pantry, something to do in your provisions, anything you can shop just looking at the phone and what facilities are offered to you there. But when Jeff Bezos conceived this idea of the Amazon, say that was about 25 years ago, 20 to 25 years ago, early 1990s, middle of 1990s. He had advertised if people knew the following coding and other things you can apply, salary will be commensurate. Yesterday or something, I saw this ad on Facebook which was presented 25 years ago, identified the company which posted this ad. And today, Amazon is one of the most prosperous companies. And how many of you want to join that company? All of you, I'm sure, would have an idea that I would like to go here and do something in a company which is already branded. But today in India, we are not looking for Indians to go lend their brains to a company which is already formed. We want you all to form those companies. You sit and think for yourselves the opportunities available for you in this land, and you will come up with the right ideas. Then you will form these micro, small, and medium enterprises, and they will contribute to the economy. That is how you're going to build the economy. You're going to make it a $1 billion economy, a $1 trillion economy. Because today, India is the place everyone is looking to. India is the place which has a rich demographic dividend. You go to Japan, what will you find there? You may find chrysanthemums, you may find a lot of other technological advancements. But what is the most important thing you find in Japan today? Yes? Any guesses? What will you find in Japan today? Yes? Older people, that's the right answer. You find that people in Japan are all, say, above 50 or 60, more people like me, not like you. And that is very important. In India, we have a very young population. And you are the future. It is not only India who is looking up to you today. The entire world is looking up to India. So they want people. That is why you find that, I'm not sure if your college has done that, but there are colleges which are offering Chinese and Japanese as languages. Because your skill sets are going to determine where you will be tomorrow. And if you know Japanese, that's enough. It's a passport for you, it's a visa for you to go to Japan. Because they need people with good ideas, and we have a good work culture here. I'm sure Indians have the habit of putting in a lot of hard work, isn't it? Once you know that there is an opportunity, there is no Indian who will resist that. They will put in the best. And then the opportunities will turn into $1 million propositions. That is what is important. So, either you have a startup idea here, form your MSME, contribute to the Indian economy, possibility, or you see where your opportunities lie. Keep your mind fertile, keep your mind ready for those new ideas, big ideas, good ideas. And in the languages that you know, you move to the other countries and see how you can make money there. And when you make money there, you're not only filling your pockets because it comes back to India in the form of foreign exchange. Because you will be shopping there, you will be buying gifts for the people of your family who are here. I'm sure you do that, isn't it? You want to keep all the money in person, right? You want to give back something to the parents and the teachers who make life what it is for you. So that foreign exchange will come back and that will develop the economy also. Apart from the fact that there is a lot of employment opportunity, you will be giving more employment opportunity. You are not going to sit and do all the work yourself, isn't it? When you are a manager, you should know certain things. What are the most important things that you it also means that you should not micromanage. When you tell someone this is the work to be done, you must leave it to them. I know they will make mistakes. When a child starts walking, does it straight away walk and finish, go from here to there? No, when the first time the child is learning to walk, what happens? It will walk 2 steps, fall 3 times. And then it will walk a few more steps, again fall. And then it will cry. It will decide that's it, waiting for someone to pick them up. But you shouldn't go immediately. Wait. When nobody comes, what will the child do? It will gather itself up and start walking. That is how it learns to walk. Similarly, a leader who gives the responsibility to the others should not say, yes, A to Z, this is what you should do, go and do it. If you're going to say everything, you're killing the creativity of the other person. Each person has some capability, talent in themselves. Should you not respect the talent in somebody else? You should just say, I want this task done within this time frame, and this is how it should be when it is executed properly. Leave it to them. They may do it 90% right, 10% wrong, doesn't matter. By making mistakes now, tomorrow they are going to do the job perfectly. That will be a catalyst for helping them do better tomorrow. If you are going to say everything, you will be a leader, but you will have no followers. A good leader is one who has followers. But you know who is a great leader? A great leader is one who creates more leaders. And how do you create more leaders? By allowing them the freedom of operation. You can't suffocate them by telling what all they need to do. Give them the space to lead, even when they make mistakes. And if it was later realized, they will think, okay, last time this was the mistake I made, so let me be more careful in charting out my plan. Second time, third time, they will be better able than the leader. That is how you should do. So when you're starting your own enterprise and contributing to the employment, remember to be a good leader. Now, this was what happened during the pandemic. Economically, it was a disaster. These statistics are only stating that. And the challenges, yes, people could not go to work. They did not have the money for the investment, so production capacity was less. Skilled labor was not available. What happened to the laborers? We saw on TV all the time, isn't it? Laborers wanted to get back. Laborers are nomadic. Wherever jobs are available, they used to travel. In India is such a big country. So they used to travel. We heard sob stories of people having to go back on foot. When something is wrong, when something is fine, you don't mind staying wherever you want to. But when something goes wrong, when you have a stomach pain, when you have a headache, immediately you think, if my mother gives me a hot cup of coffee, even a tumbler of hot water, I'm going to be fine. Yes or no? You look at family when you're not feeling good. So when the whole country is in shambles, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Somebody sneezes, somebody coughs, we are scared. So we want to be with family at that time. The skilled laborers went back to wherever they are. They didn't wait for buses, they didn't wait for trains, they started walking. Whatever belongings they had, they put them on the head and started walking. So all that led to collapse of the MSMEs. And most of the challenges were because of the COVID. I'm not dwelling on statistics, I want to give you the examples because statistics you can pick it up from anywhere. All this they will tell you how many businesses were interrupted, how many businesses could not be carried out. But what are the lessons we are learning from that? That is more important for us. So now that at least we believe that most of the COVID is a thing of the past. Lives have started becoming more normal, so where all can we contribute? Where all can we go ask for help and make the economy better? Educational institutions can also help the entrepreneurial culture is to be nourished. More opportunities. What do we do at MOP? I can give you the MOP example. We have business on campus. I'm sure each one of you can do something well. There we have many students come from Southern area. They like to make chaat and other items, food items. They like to do mehendi for their friends. So they put up stalls and do all that. So investment 200 rupees. Taking home at the end of the day 2000 rupees. That is business on campus. It's small business. It is not even coming under the category of micro. It is mini micro. But still, it's a business kindling the entrepreneurship spirit in her. So, what will she do before what we had our Raksha Bandhan, Rakhi festival? So that day evening, they line up a lot of, they take a lot of bookings to Mehendi. One hand, 200 rupees. So how many people at that time, 3 hours, 4 hours, they're able to make money for whatever they want to have, say a good weekend, just going for a movie, visiting a mall, etc. So we had this project, Todil Sagelam Tori, where we went to the villages. We taught the villagers to make different types of tea. Everyone knows to prepare a cup of tea. We taught them masala chai, different ingredients in the chai, how to make, different types of samosas, cocktail samosas, this thing, that thing. In that village, those things were not heard of. So that lady was able to make money. So our students who learned that skill gave it to the neighboring rural women. Similarly, all of you must be having some talent in you. Either you know it or you think about it, go home. The lady who came and spoke to us this morning said that I have some talent. Let me find out what it is. And you develop that. That will be your investment for the future. You can, if you think you can develop into a business idea, gather a few friends around you. Go and meet. Girls saw the film Santosh Subramanian, right? At least on television it comes a lot of times. He goes with his friends, goes to the bank of presents an idea. Do something similar to that. You will also be able to start businesses. Capacity enhancement programs, skill programs. The University of Madras says that certain skills are to be given, but over and above that, we impart some skills. You can also get it done. I'm sure, sir, I would like to present a proposal to you for General Nanak College. Also, you can have skill programs given to the students because skills only will stay with you. You give a person a fish, he will eat it up and finish it off. While coming this way, we saw a lot of fish being sold. But you teach a person to fish, he can fish, sell the fish, make profits, and then feed a whole family. So I'll give you a small story before I conclude. There was this wood cutter, and he used to cut wood for a living. And what happened at the end of that? He found that 3 months, 4 months, maybe because of COVID, he had not gone out at all. When he went, he couldn't get enough food to go sell and make a living. He was not getting used to make about 500 rupees a day. He was not making any money at all. And he said, what is this? This is the trade which my ancestors had followed. I am also doing, and then I see that I am not able to do it. So he went to, normally you go to a counselor or you go to a friend, you go to a parent, you go to a teacher. He went to a friend who had a lot of wisdom, he thought. And then that friend said, okay, what all did you do during the COVID period, you tell me. And then he said, this is what you have told me, okay. Just tell me one more thing. What was the last time you sharpened your axe? He said, no, because I didn't use it, I didn't sharpen it. He said, that is a mistake. If you don't sharpen the axe, it has become a blunt-edged sword. You are not able to cut it. Similarly, we all sat at home, not the entire 2 years, but for most of the time, got up when we wanted, ate what we wanted, watched a few movies, serials, shows on TV, read a few books, attended classes once in a while, took up online exam, that's it. We were not very active. The brain needed a little more sharpening when you come back. So, remember, anything which is not put to use for a while will just go away like that. So also your brain is the best thing that you have got. None of the animals have this brain or the sixth sense that we have. We have to make proper use of it. Make sure you skill yourself with the latest technology. Learn artificial intelligence, robotics. Find out what is latest happening. Technological upgradation is very important. And keep your brains sharp. When your brains are sharpened, you are sharpening the axe of the woodcutter, and then you can definitely do better in life. So that is what you need to do, and that is how you'll be able to face the challenges. There are a lot of government schemes. You can go through this, find out for not only Startup India but Stand Up India. That's what our Honorable Prime Minister says. And there are lots of schemes in the Tamil Nadu government also. This Namudalvan scheme. So go through all the schemes which are on offer and find out there are ways in which, like in the beginning I told you, funding opportunities, credit will be given to make you into champions. So MSMEs can do a lot of this in the path of recovery. So that is one option for you. I'm not saying just become a micro enterprise or a small enterprise. Even on your own, a very small business, you can upgrade into an MSME tomorrow. And then go and look for these opportunities. Look at these various schemes that are listed out here. I'm not going to read them out for you. My presentation is going to be related. Any questions generally on how we really do better? You can address now, or else you can send it to my email. It's there with your Shakrina madam. But I want to leave you with this thought before I go. I want to repeat, each one of you is uniquely talented. Look within you. Rather than just looking outside, look within. Find out what you have been endowed with. Sharpen that skill and you will shine. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable information. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. S. Aruna, ma'am, to deliver vote of thanks.
Graceful and warm good morning to all. I feel honored to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Department of Accounting Finance on this memorable occasion. I would like to express a deep sense of gratitude to the respected chief guest, Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your presence. We are all inspired by your interest and presentation. We are grateful to our Honorable Secretary and Correspondent, Thiru A. Narayanamurthy, sir, for the support and guidance. I would like to express our deep gratitude to our respected principal in charge, Dr. K.C. Lalitambiga ma'am, for her able guidance and encouragement in organizing this seminar. I extend my sincere thanks to our Vice Principal, Dr. S. Asitambi sir, for the moral support. My heartfelt thanks to Mrs. R. Shabila, Head of the Department, Accounting and Finance, for the tremendous hard work. My sincere thanks to all the Head of the Department, faculty members from various departments and outside college for your valuable presentation. We thank all the non-teaching staff, lab assistant, supportive staff, and my dear students. Once again, I thank Gunana present here. Thank you.
Thank you.